Hello, Commissioner Woods back with another video. As you see behind me, I've got a whole load of cars. This is the emergency response team at Emergency Roleplay Community. So if you join as an officer, this is the first ever department that you're going to be in. We're going to go through all the vehicles and tell you a little bit about them and how you come to drive them. So we've got the Skoda here. We're starting off here with our area cars. These are all level 1 tickets vehicles, so advanced drivers or level 1 drivers are the only people that can drive these. So we've got the Old Faithful Skoda here. Level 1 ticket, this is the AMPR version. We see these out and about sometimes, but not all the time. Going over to the VW Passat now. The VW Passat, not many people in the community like it. I don't mind it, but the handling's just a bit off for me. It's not really something that I like. It doesn't really light up like a Christmas tree, so it really isn't for me. Now going over to the AMPR version of the Volvo V40. Absolutely love this Volvo V40. Really quick, quite nifty as well, and quite good around the corners. So we now go on to the BMW F11 area cars. One's AMPR, one isn't. The reason for this is so people get the choice of what vehicle they actually want to drive, if it's AMPR or non-AMPR, depending about taste. Going over now to the BMW, I think this is the F30. This is now an area car. This is an area car. That it's not yet been to the skinners to be skinned with the Metropolitan Police badge. But all the same, it's a very nice car to drive. Unfortunately, it's only been in a couple of days and it's not actually been out on an active duty, so I couldn't tell you what it's like in a pursuit. Going over to the next vehicle now, we have the very faithful, this is the Jagger Pace vehicle. This was in the emergency response team, but the driving training standards manager decided that they needed to go with a level 1 ticket because it's high performance. So it's now a level 1 vehicle, and that will conclude our level 1 vehicle. So as you can see, quite a few vehicles there. Going over to all our other vehicles now. We have the BMW 2 Series vehicle. You see that about. Fitted with AMPR, of course it is, and this is the 2017 Vauxhall Insignia. Absolutely fantastic model of car, very nice, and I've seen a few people driving it about. Going over to, that brings us nicely into the Ford Focus. The Ford Focus, very quick vehicle, very high response rates in this vehicle, and this vehicle is something that is enjoyable. So that would be one of the cars. Going over to the Vauxhall Astra and Artorio. Is it Artorio or Antora? I think it's Antora. Yeah, not much really to say about that. Going over to the lovely Hyundai i30. I don't particularly like Hyundais, but I know people that absolutely love them, so I'm not going to get into that argument. Going over to another small... Am I actually taller in this? Is my ped's taller in this vehicle. Going over to the I don't even know what that is again. Peugeot 306. Now, this I put in because I ran out of cars to put in the game. But yes, I do have a lot of controversy on this. People don't like it. It would never beggar me to believe why. I may have to ask the deputy. Going over to now some of an old car, an old 2009 plated vehicle. This is the Vauxhall Astra, jam sandwich. I quite like it. Other people don't. And that then brings us on to the nice. Now I put this in game. Sent a couple of pictures to our deputy commissioner, and I said that she was a beauty, and he turned around and said that she is a beauty. So yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce this in the way that nobody would get upset. But this is the naughty person's bike. So basically, if you pull out 5 times, or crash your motor 5 times, and DPS decide that it's your fault, you get a free bike, courtesy of the deputy commissioner. So instead of driving these lovely vehicles behind you, down there, and these lovely vehicles behind me, you get this, and you're expected to ride that until you've served your punishment. And according to the deputy commissioner, who I have actually asked, he said that that he'll send you out on a 999 call at the other side of the borough on this. So if that's not an intention not to crash your vehicle and get it blamed on you, I don't know what is. But yeah, here's a naughty boy's bike for you there, and hopefully you don't get it. So now moving on to some of our station vehicles, we've got the Ford Connect. I put this in, put the Met logo on it, and yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, I think I also changed the number plate as well, because the number plate was horrible. Yeah, I did. I changed the number plate on the vehicle. So yeah, that's the Ford Connect. Going on to the low trim. The low trim Ford Transit Custom. I don't really like this Ford Transit. I absolutely hate it. Other people disagree and say that they love it. Me, I hate the van completely. Going over to Mercedes Sprinter now. This, obviously, you know, is not the Met, but I repainted it. Didn't do the Battenberg, but put the Met sign on it, and I've put it in the wrong place. It should be one up, not down there. So yeah, this is one of the vehicles. We are thinking about doing some work to this vehicle, but we need to see. We are going to ask the author if we can get a hold of him, if we can put light bars on it. What is all going to be private. We're never going to release it to public. We'll still keep the light system that's on it, but just add a white light bar to it at the top, so it'll still flash as it's flashing now. Nothing will be changed apart from we're going to add a light bar to the top of the vehicle. But that's one of the things that we're looking at doing in the distant future. Other than that, we're just going to take another walk down. I'm actually just going to borrow this lovely bike, just to go past all the vehicles and once again show you all the vehicles that we've passed so you can see them. So as we roll up to the last vehicle, I'm just going to take one go behind them, just so you can see the back of these vehicles and appreciate what has been done with the vehicles. Without the modders, we wouldn't be, there wouldn't be a communities, British communities. So I have to thank the modders for the hard work and dedication to communities and building these excellent motors. So that will conclude our emergency response team, and that is also going to conclude most of it. So all the videos that you see from all the departments will be ending pretty soon. We are nearly so close to finish every department in emergency roleplay community. I'm going to work with people about maybe getting every single vehicle down, and then just doing one big long one. But I need to work out who can do it due to computer lag and so on and so forth. I may combine departments as well and go through them once again as one massive department, but that will all be coming in due course. So thank you very much for watching this video, and until the next time, very goodbye for now.